So 10 weeks ago I embarked on a plan to train solely and completely at low heart rate, adopting the MAF method. Okay, so what is MAF training? Okay, so MAF training is a type of heart rate training that focuses on improving your aerobic fitness by training at a heart rate that corresponds to your maximum aerobic function. So the approach really can help improve endurance, speed, definitely some fat burning, and can reduce the risk of overtraining and injury. So over the last 10 weeks, I've clocked up 110 miles and done 95% of my running at my low heart rate. So my MAF heart rate is 131 BPM, and you get your MAF heart rate by taking 180 and minusing your age. Now I'm 49. There are some small calculations to make after that, so if you're coming back from injury, if you're on medication, there are some slight adjustments to be made, and all of my low heart rate running has been done in or around 131 BPM. I am giving it a slight sliding scale, especially if I'm running on an undulating surface. So if there's any hills, I'm allowing a 5 BPM drift slightly. So really I've been running between 126 and 136. I've already done one MAF test. I did MAF test number 1 week into low heart rate training, and 10 weeks later I am back to do MAF test number 2. And the aim of this video is really quite simple: to see, after 10 weeks of low heart rate training, if my aerobic system has improved, my endurance has improved, and if my speed and pace at 131 BPM has improved. Why am I doing this? Well, I've been running for about 7 years. I've only done a couple of marathons, and at my age I've been getting injured quite a lot. I've trained for a number of marathons in the past, and whenever I've put marathon training blocks together, I've always broke down at some point during that marathon training block due to injury. And let's be honest, getting constantly injured while you're training for races isn't the greatest thing in the world. And instead of giving up running and taking up another sport, I looked for different training methods that would help me increase my aerobic fitness and allow me to train harder, longer and faster with a reduced risk of injury. And I came upon the MAF method, and to be honest with you, it fits what I'm looking for perfectly. It allows me to get out and train as much as I can, and hopefully will increase my fitness and my aerobic capacity to run faster. So I've opted to do my MAF test in the same location each and every time. It's a 1.6 mile loop around a trading estate that's extremely flat and allow me for constant and consistent results every single time I run my MAF test. I've just completed a 10-minute warm-up at super easy pace. My average BPM was 115, and now I'm ready to kick on with my MAF test number 2. The suggestion is that you do your MAF test every 4 weeks, and then you can track your progress. I've done my first one week 2, and now 10 weeks later, or 9 weeks later after my first MAF test, I'm doing MAF test number 2. Now, there are some caveats in my training. I am doing 100% low heart rate training at the moment, apart from when I'm doing some races. Obviously, racing won't be at my MAF heart rate. It will be just full on as fast as I can go. And if I do see any plateaus in my training, that is when I will look at introducing maybe some tempo sessions, maybe some hill sessions, or some kind of interval work, basically to hopefully have me push on a little bit further. So what I'll do at the end of this video, I will compare MAF test number 1 results to MAF test number 2 results, and we'll be able to have a look if there's been any progression. We'll compare pace, we'll compare endurance and drop off in pace, and we'll be able to see how much I've improved really. Recording heart rate today, I am using my Garmin chest strap heart rate monitor, which I picked up in week 3 of training because the results are so much better. And anybody that's looking to do heart rate training, I'd definitely recommend getting a chest heart rate monitor. So yeah, that's it. We're ready to go. Let's get MAF test 2 underway, and let's get going. Mile 1, 9:17. Mile 2, 9:13. Mile 3, 9:18. Still pretty good. Mile 4, 9:15. 1 mile to go. Okay, there we go. 5 miles done. Average pace 9:18, 46:27, and actually I feel really good. That was nice and consistent. Really pleased with that. Felt really good. So, the big question: have I improved over the last 10 weeks of low heart rate running? Well, before I even look at the results, I can tell you for sure, yes, I have. My endurance feels a lot better. Over the 5 miles I was able to keep a consistent pace and not have any drop off over the 5, and my pace was quicker as well. But the plan now is to get back home, download the results. Is MAF working? Is low heart rate training making me fitter, stronger, faster? Let's get back and have a look at these results. Well, on the walk back to the car, I thought I'd check my session on my watch, and look, new VO2 max of 50. I don't think I've ever been at 50 before. Happy days. Okay, so I am home from MAF test number 2, and if I'm completely honest, I don't think it could have gone any better. I'm really happy with how I felt on the run. I felt my pace was quicker, my endurance was much better, and overall super happy. I don't think it could have gone much better, but the truth, as always, is in the results. So I'm going to throw my results up on the screen and I'll go through them with you so you can see the difference between MAF test number 1 and MAF test number 2. So as you can see from the data, MAF test number 1 took me 50 minutes and 3 seconds to complete with an average pace of 10-minute miling or 6:12 kilometre miling within my 131 heart rate. I'll go through the individual miles so we can compare. So mile 1 in MAF test number 1 was 9:28, mile 2 was 9:54, mile 3 10:05, mile 4 10:09, and mile 5 10:23. Now you can see there that as I went through the 5 mile test, my pace definitely dropped off while I was maintaining my 131 target beats per minute for my MAF heart rate. So fast forward 9 weeks to yesterday and MAF test number 2. Overall, 46:28 time-wise, and my average pace of 9:18. And actually my average heart rate for the whole run was only 1:28, so I think I still had a little bit more I could have give. But overall, 3.5 minutes quicker and 42 seconds per mile faster. Super happy with that. So we'll go through the miles again. So mile 1, 9:18. Actually, heart rate was 122 there, so I think I could have give a little bit more. Mile 2, 9:14. Mile 3 was 9:19. Mile 4, 9:16. And mile 5, 9:22. That's all my per minute mile pace. So the instant thing that jumps out to me straight away is I was able to maintain the same pace consistently throughout my 5 mile run. And my heart rate actually was well within the 131. Only mile 5 was crept over slightly. But overall, for the 5 miles on MAF test 2, 128 average heart rate and 9:18 average pace. So it's kind of undeniable that low heart rate training over the last 10 weeks has definitely improved my aerobic base, my endurance, and that's shown by faster pace per mile, quicker overall for the 5 mile test, and yeah, I'm really happy with those results. So my plan will be now to do a MAF test every 4 weeks and track my progression over the next 12 months, or slightly less than 12 months now. And my target race is London Marathon 2024. Had to pull out of London Marathon 2023 to injury, hence adopting the MAF method. But my plan now is 12 months worth of low heart rate training, culminating at London 2024, and we can really see what a year's worth of low heart rate training has done for my fitness and my endurance, to try and go sub 4 at London Marathon. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, really appreciate it as always. Please consider giving me a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. I'll be doing loads of videos over the next 12 months, all about low heart rate training and my progression. So yeah, please hit that subscribe button, stick around for all my future videos, and we'll see you on the next one.